Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Atlanta United Career Mode. As you guys see here, we're going to be starting our new training program, I guess, with Sullivan, Ponce, Villalba, not the right mid, and Bello and Brown. Villalba is just one of our youth players that we brought in. Happy to be the same name. That is cool. We'll act like they're brothers. Transfer window is open as well, I do believe. So that is great. We ended up bringing in our signings. So if we look at the squad, Julian Green and Reggie Cannon are in here like swimwear. So we'll do one of them numbers and then one of those. Obviously, this team could end up looking all sorts of different throughout the season. A lot of these players are going to go ahead and be loaned out or attempted to be loaned out. I should also say that we do only have one striker now because Brandon Vasquez is gone, which I guess, we could check really quick. I'll jump to trying to find Brandon Vasquez and Nagby, see where they went. So, Brandon Vasquez, still a free agent, hasn't been signed yet, wild. And Nagby, still a free agent, hasn't been signed yet. What? I'm sure that won't last for very long, but that's pretty wild if you ask me. We did start this season with a transfer budget of $61.06 million, which is absolutely nuts. Obviously, that gives us quite a bit of growing room in terms of the players that we do want to sign, which we'll go ahead and start looking at these people. I'm still waiting on that transfer or that scouting to come through, but I'm gonna see. He's worth 11. I'm gonna see if I can add Brad to this deal, which I know somebody's going to be offended that I'm going to get rid of Brad right here, but if it helps me not have 24 goalkeepers, it'd be much appreciated. Brad's still $1 million, which is great. Listen, we can consider swapping Farines, but we're looking to bring in a midfielder, a fullback, or a winger. I have really none of those things for you. Who do I have in midfield? I could try to throw Julian Green in the deal. Honestly, a free player, we added him into the deal, would be kind of nuts. This is kind of messed up. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like, can I get that down to 14 and add a sell-on clause of 6%. Master negotiator. That's a better offer. I probably could have gotten that down to like 13 and then added the sell-on clause, but I don't really have any interest in selling Farines, so let's go ahead and negotiate with Farines and get this keeper deal in. So we're going to actually still have Brad, which I guess is cool. We definitely need to start loaning out players, though. So after this deal, I'm going to go ahead and loan list everybody. That way we can start getting the offers in that we need. Just brought in Julian Green, just now letting him leave, which is absolutely wild. I was actually kind of excited to play with him, but I need this keeper in as well. So he's going to be a crucial keeper. Very, very happy about. Yes. 5-year deal. Love that. Accept that. You want a release clause? Because I'm going to say no. Okay, you want a release clause. 23.8. I'm cool with that. Let's get straight into the money. You going to accept like, I'll even give you like 4. Like a little bonus. Hey. I definitely overpaid him. Anytime your deal goes through first time, you overpaid. 100%. Every time. But before I end up doing that, I'm going to go ahead and go to the squad. Go ahead and list up everybody, and then I'll show you guys who I ended up. All right, so in the transfer list, Mikey Ambrose is still there again. only because Atlanta United has released him since. So I'm just going to keep him there. Maybe he ends up getting picked up by somebody, who knows. I'm not going to cut him from the team just because that's a waste of my money. But Brendan Moore is listed, Kunga, and then all of our youth players. So Villalba, Kenneth Brown. There's actually a couple youth players that I still have in the team that aren't listed just because they'll actually fill out the team pretty well. But some of these guys are really low. So Richardson, Kerr, Alexander, Davies, Cabrera, Cortez, Galeano, and Vergara are all loan listed. And then we'll go ahead and start jumping into some of these other offers to see what other kind of players we can bring in. Just brought in a goalkeeper. We're going to want to bring in a center back as well. So possibly this Franco deal, and maybe I throw in Florentine Pogba since he's no longer with the club. And then see if that deal will go through. So Franco is going to be the next one that we go in for. Maybe have a Franco partnership. We're going to approach to buy. We're going to begin negotiations with the club and try to add Florentine Pogba in on the deal. If it goes through, then great. If it doesn't, oh well, that's okay. Hello, glad you could make it. Take a seat. Player swap. Can I offer you a young Florentine Pogba? And by young, I mean 29 years old. Fullback, striker, or midfielder. I don't really have any of those. I don't think. Let's see. Fullbacks. We just brought in Reggie Cannon. We have Franco Escobar. We have Bello and Mikey Ambrose. I could try to throw him in Mikey, but that literally, like, that doesn't really change much. Counter. Propose new fee. Because they're asking kind of a lot here. And a very specific number, might I add. Add on a sell-on clause of 7%. Submit. 18.3 with a sell-on clause of 15%. Let's get that down to 17. With a sell-on clause of 17%. Basically, we ain't getting any money back whenever we sell this mode. Thanks, bud. Probably could have gotten that down maybe a little bit more, but that's all right. I don't mind. We're going to bring in a 77 rated center back with LGP partnered with him, so that'll be great. Nice to see you both. Crucial, I'm cool with that. He's definitely starting center back for us. 5-year deal, I'm cool with that as well. Release clause, I'm assuming they're going to want. Oh, they don't want. And they're going to take less money. I'm cool with that signing bonus. I don't care. That's not a lot for the signing bonus. For a 77 rated player, not mad at all. And if he's only going to be on 10K a week, that just saved us on wages like no other. I was expecting to have to pay him a lot more. So that gets us at center back. We might want to bring one more in, possibly Martinez. And then we definitely want to bring in another striker. So I'm still waiting on this to go through. And then we'll see. His release clause is only 8.2, so it's probably not that bad for me to bring in Pulido. And then Almada could also play striker. Although his shooting is only 69, he has the acceleration we need. And we can obviously train him to be a better striker. Let's go ahead and try for the Almada deal then. We're getting a lot of signings done in this window, I'm telling you. Can y'all stop showing up in t-shirts, you ungrateful weirdos? Do I have any other player swaps that I want to do? I mean, do y'all want a keeper? I don't really have anybody else to get rid of, I don't think. Unless y'all want Pogba. Again, I don't really want to get rid of Pogba, but he is 29. I don't know. We'll try again just to see, because I do want to try to keep it okay. That's actually not bad at all. But I'm just going to try for the 13. And add a sell-on clause of 6%. Just because I do want to try to keep it as close to the real-life team as possible. Obviously, we'll make our signings that are going to make it unrealistic. But I do want to at least start with whatever team currently is out there. So if anything ends up happening over the next couple weeks where a player comes in, we trade for a player, sign somebody, I'll try to bring them in this career mode as well, just so that we can try to bring them in. Obviously, it might be in like the next window or something based on how much I record today. But we do want to definitely do that. So we'll bring in this Almada guy. Florentine. Oh, look at this little setup. Okay. I'm gonna say rotation and hope that works. He wants important. I'm cool with that. I was just gonna try it. But yeah, I definitely want to try to keep it at least somewhat close to, you know, whatever players are in real life we'll try to keep in the squad. Let's agree on how many years. Will you play for us for 5 years? Beautiful. Love to see that. No release clause. Accept. 3-5 with a sign-on fee. You got it, boss. Okay, so that's a center attacking mid striker, which he'll more so play striker than anything. But then we also have Tito who can play striker, and then we have some other right mids that can play. We could end up bringing in Lyndon Gooch as well. My only problem with Lyndon Gooch is I don't know how much I'm going to play him, but he is American, and I do want to try to keep Americans in the squad. Obviously, we've released a few international players and or like, you know, move some players around and stuff like that. So I'm not too worried about how many international players we just signed. But maybe we should sign somebody like a Lyndon Gooch and then try to sell another international player before we bring in somebody like a Sandoval or a Polito. So let's go. Yeah, I don't think he'll really amount to much, really, but he's like a solid backup. He'll be a good, you know, sub player for sure. Let's see if we can get him from Sunderland. We're just gonna go straight in for the transfer fee. I'm gonna just try for like 1.7. Submit. If that doesn't work, we'll throw in a. Okay, cool. Ain't mad. We're gonna delegate this one. Actually, no, we're not, because I don't think he actually makes that much money. If he does, I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised for sure. This might be a little bit longer of an episode. I say this literally like halfway through the episode. But if you guys do want to, I'm going to go over all of the signings that I make at the end of the episode. So if you just want to skip forward, totally understand. But for the people that do want to watch the entire thing and see all of my negotiation tactics, you know, stick around. I'll keep him for 5 years if he wants to play here for 5 years. You want a release clause? No? Cool. Co. 6K a week. 30,000 signing bonus. Mid offer. Hey, that's what I like to see, Gooch. And then we have a few other players that we could also sign. Well, let's move forward a little bit and see if there's any selling that might end up happening here. Player chats. I wasn't really enjoying my football here all that much, so I'm glad to hear you're thinking of loan moving me. A loan can boost your career. Just exploring. Glad we're aligned. Loan can boost your career. Glad we're aligned. Exploring. Beautiful. Still sad Gressel left, but we'll see how he does at Everton. Maybe it ends up working out really well for him. Based on your performance last season and the budget savings you made, the board has decided to increase the club's transfer budget this year with 15.5 million. This gets you to a total transfer budget of 50.8 million. So they just extended it even more? Good lord, they already gave me 60. I spent a decent amount of it, and now they gave me 15 million more? No. Okay. I was about to say, because that was going to be nuts. So now we have 13 after the signings. That makes more sense. Okay. Which really we're only a couple signings away from the complete squad that I do want. I do want to try to bring in maybe one more center back. The training's going incredible right now. This is great. Love that. Might be able to do some rotations in the training, the boys. Loan offer for Villalba. Go ahead, boy. Okay. Oh shoot. That was for Pereira? No. Wait. Transfer hub. Reject, because we like Pereira here. We're gonna keep Pereira. Loan offer for Mo Adams. Not available. Hey, Bazak Sahir, if you guys aren't watching the player career mode, that's going up I think like every other day of this one. Definitely go check that out because Bazak Sahir are the boys. But Mo Adams is staying with us. Thank you. Release clause paid for Joseph Martinez for 40.2 million. Oh, that hurt my soul. Not losing him. Reject offer? No, accept offer for that one. Joseph Martinez, we're going to go try to give him a new contract and make him stay. If he wants to leave and he wants to go to Italy, I'm okay with that, but it's Italy and I know he doesn't like Italy, so FIFA, please let him stay. Striker, Joseph Martinez. Contract negotiation? I will give you all the money. Hi, Joseph. Look happier, please. I'm giving you more money, bud. Look happier. You're definitely going to be starting every game, unless you get injured. Knock on wood, you don't. Length of contract. 4 years. He wants a release clause of what? Absolutely you can have a release clause of that much. Holy Jesus, if a club comes in for 97.6 million, okay, he can go. He can absolutely go. And he wants less money? Let's go, Joseph. You're turning down an offer to Milan to stay with us for less money and the biggest release clause I've ever seen for an MLS team ever. If he leaves for that much money, I will literally die. The MLS is about to be wild with the players I'm going to bring in if that's the case. Good lord. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and jump forward. If I catch anything else interesting, I'll jump forward with you guys and let you know what's up. Okay, so now we are in about the halfway point in the month. Polito's thing came in, so we'll check that out. But LGP just got an offer to go to Villarreal for 10.2 million for his release clause. I did give him a contract before the end of the season, so I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to give him another thing, but let's see. LGP contract negotiation. I just gave him that contract. I probably should have done a little bit bigger on the release clause, but if we got 10 million for a 27-year-old 76 rated center back, that is a little bit of a hothead in real life, but obviously we do like him in the game. I'd be okay with it though, because we do have Franco in now. We obviously still have Robinson. We're gonna have to sign another center back, but that's okay. I have a couple in mind already, literally just sitting here thinking about it. So he's going to end up going to Villarreal. Again, I really don't want to stop players from leaving if they're going to go to Europe and, do all the great things. Also, we've just had a lot of these loan offers come in. Nothing too crazy. Signed a bunch of more youth players from our academy just because I was like, I may as well just go ahead and let them rock a little bit. So let's go ahead and check out this. Polito is 73 rated. Shooting is 62. No, 70. The shooting 70. Sprint speed and acceleration, he's not very quick, but it's not the worst. His dribbling 71, crossing 61, 72 shot power, 71 finishing. Again, he'd be a backup. I don't know if I want to spend $5 million on a backup striker though, but maybe it's not the worst to do so either. What is this guy shooting? 61. A little bit quicker. How tall is this guy? Can I... His contract expires in a year. Maybe I should just sign him next season? I could just try to sign him next season. His acceleration 76, stamina 74, which is good. His jumping 73, which is pretty decent. I don't know. Let's see. How tall is he, though? If I go here, I think I can look. Transfer hub. Polito is 5'10", 182 pounds. High work rate is not my favorite. Although Miggy was high. So I guess I really shouldn't talk too much. But I just don't like when they run so far back that they're not going to be at the striker position. But maybe it's not the worst. If I can get him for 4.7, I'll buy him. But if I don't get him for 4.7, like I don't want to pay any more than 4.7 for him. But let's see what we can do. Offer transfer fee. And then I'll say a sell-on clause of like 6%. Because he's 28, I don't really see myself selling him. Okay, cool. I don't mind bringing him in for that much at all. So let's go ahead and I'm going to run through his player negotiation real quick. He wants to be sporadic. I'm cool with that. He'll play a little bit more than sporadic, so he'll be happy for sure. 3-year contract, but I don't want to sign him to anything too lengthy. He's cool with that. Release clause is $7 million. I'm cool with that. If somebody comes in for that, I'm totally fine with that. Salary-wise, he's not going to get that much at all. See, the problem is if I give him this money, he's going to make more money than Joseph Martinez. I think, right? And I cannot get myself to pay a sporadic striker that much money. 15.5, cool. It's still too much money for a 73 rated striker. But coming from Mexico where he was getting all that money, I'm more okay with it than I probably should be. Also, I'm pretty sure like my like formations and stuff have changed. Let's go ahead and train this guy up. All of our players are moving up. Ponce is 62 rated, Sullivan 69, Carrizo is already growing like crazy, Brown 61 rated, Bellows 69, almost 70 rated. So we're growing there. We're almost through January. Transfer offer for Brad Guzan from some random team. I'm gonna accept it. Accept your loan offer as well. Only because Brad's really not gonna play too much. He's getting older. I can play Alec in his position as backup. So I think that'll work. I think we're almost at the end of this episode because we're almost through the January transfer window. Wright was loaned out. Bliska, 1-year deal, sure. LGP is gone. I need to sign a striker or a center back ASAP. Transfer deadline day is going to be the day that I sign a center back, I guess. So in the next episode, I'm going to end it here. We're going to do one more episode of the transfer window and then obviously hop into games. I know these past couple episodes have literally just been transfers, but we've obviously done a lot this off season. And I do want you guys, you know, see at least a decent amount of it. I don't know how long these episodes are going to be. I don't know how much I'm going to cut out of these episodes, but I'm recording about 30 minutes each for each one. So to keep that in mind for you guys, I've spent an hour on this. But it's been interesting, it really has. So I'm going to end this episode here. We're going to pick up the next episode and sign a center back replacement for LGP, and then maybe one other player. But we really don't have that much money left is the thing. We have $16.31 million budget because we did sell LGP. So we do have about $16 million to spend on either just one center back, or we spend a little bit money on a center back and maybe another position like midfield. Like I might go back in and try to get Emerson Hyndman again, either on a loan deal or a purchase deal. So in the next episode, we will catch up there. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Peace.